Hello and welcome to another video. We are here in the forest to do some landscape photography today, not astrophotography, and it is some beautiful autumn colors, so I think we'll try to capture some of that. The sky is kind of mediocre for landscape photography today, so perhaps slap a long lens on the camera and do some photography. We are going up on a peak, not very high because it's quite windy. And yeah, let's get on. We are starting to gain some altitude. Look at this. It's basically my entire hometown with lots of mountains all about. There and in that direction where we are going today, right by this almost cheese-formed mountain. Yeah, let's get on. Right, as you can see, we're almost at the top. It is blowing crazy around here, but if you look over there, we have some beautiful mountains in almost every direction, so I'm pretty sure we can come away with some shot. Okay, so I'm set up for the first shot of the day. We have a silver bird in nicely composition with that on the rule of thirds, and the mountain horn, or the horn, on the other rule of thirds intersection. And we need to keep our shutter speed nice and fast because the silver birch is blowing all about and the lens is blowing all about because this is a 200mm lens. That catches a lot of wind. Alright, set up the shot, 2-second timer, and fire away. So if we rotate a bit here, we have that little cabin, which I think just looks bloody awesome on this, so we'll not go entirely into 200, but get that nicely centered up so we have a bit of the mountains in the background there. About right there. Now, I'm not particularly interested in this because it is a house in the middle of nature, but we'll see how it is. Usually I think shots look better when I look at it on the big screen, so yeah, we'll see. Now for this next shot, I think we're going to take that silver birch, which we had previously, and put it in portrait orientation, just to get all the detail of that birch. Get some nice bokeh. Alright, now we have our silver birch quite nicely framed up. Let's give it a bit more breathing space though, like that. Maybe a bit more foreground. That just looks totally awesome. F4, 1,000th of a second, ISO 160. Just to get timer, fire away. I mean, yeah, that is exactly what I'm after. Okay, so I walked a little bit down, not so much. We came from up there, and we had some beautiful, autumn colors here. This handheld shot at because there isn't a difference in depth in this image. It is 1 to 50 of a second, f8, and ISO 400. And fire away.
Alright, so we set up for another shot, and the path is on the foreground, and the birches in the background, which create this very nice colors, very yellowish. Now, I don't have a tripod set up now, simply because I need to get back home, because it's getting a bit late now. Anyway, we have a path as a foreground, mid-ground kind of these stone formations, and then the kind of fields and the birches in the background. We have 1 to 50th of a second, and f11 and ISO 800, and we're going to focus kind of on 1/3 into the scene. That usually creates a rather good focus, even though I'm f11. So yeah, fire away.
Right, so we're back in the lowland after doing some landscape photography in absolutely horrible wind. Hopefully I got some decent images out there, you tell me. And yeah, this is not as photography, but I hope you enjoy me wandering about in the mountains, seeing some nice nature, and I'll see you around in another episode of Starscapes.